crafts, which I have access to. I like that Canada believes you can grow more diverse and keep your roots, that you can be modern and preserve native culture. It's a good feel. It's the kind of balance I think the world should be struggling to find. And you may want to make fun of yourselves all you want, but there are a lot of people who would kill to live in an environment like this. You should be very proud of it. You should be very proud of it.
Thank you very much for those kind words. Well, we only have one more question, and I apologize, it is of a slightly personal nature. If you had not gone into politics, what do you think might have captured your interest?
I actually know the answer to that. In my life, I considered seriously doing 3 other things. And I'll answer this with total candor and some level of specificity for the benefit of the young people in the audience who haven't decided what you're going to do with your life. When I was younger, in high school, for example, in junior high school, I loved music, and I was good at it, at least as measured against all the competition. And when I was getting out of high school and thinking about going to university, I had 6 academic scholarships, but 9 music scholarships. I even had the potential of going to France to study classical saxophone. So I thought about this very seriously. And I looked in the mirror one day. I remember this yesterday. I was 16 years old, and back then there were no CDs, as you might imagine. There were no tapes. It was all these old records. And if you were a jazz musician, it didn't matter how good you were or how famous you were, you had to play the clubs to make a living. You could not make a living just on your records alone. So, in essence, if you decided to become a jazz musician, you were making a policy and you couldn't do concert tours. That was only for rock and roll. So you had to make a conscious decision that you were going to spend way over half the time being up all night and sleeping half the day. Your days and nights were mixed up. And I decided that it was worth it only if I thought I could be the greatest jazz saxophone player who ever lived. And I looked in the mirror when I was 16, and I had to face the fact that if I worked 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 hours a week, and I used to play 12 hours